All right, friends, here we go. Trying to find time to have this conversation, and driving in my car is the best time I've got to do it. So forgive the background. Hope there's no ambient noise for you. I want to talk about a meditation experience I had this morning, but this really focused on life as an empath and taking on the emotional burden and responsibility of others, and what that experience has been for me. So I want to start with this meditation I did this morning, and then all the reflection piece that has come from it. Since I started this in December, I really picked back up with my Reiki practice as I'm building a lot of opportunities for people to engage with Reiki through a couple courses that I'm creating. So I started meditating I'd say 100% regularly every single day since December. So I'm 5 months in now, and I've been having some profound experiences and insights into myself and my own psyche. And what it involves is, working with, Reiki energy and my chakra points. And I meditate on each chakra point and see which kind of information comes up at each point, and I just see where it leads me. So this morning, as I was meditating, I immediately felt an energy on my heart chakra and in my solar plexus region. And the energy felt like the size of a small child. I'm a father of three. I have a 10-year-old, 9-year-old, and a 6-year-old. And it felt like the size of my youngest just sitting in my lap, but I wasn't quite sure what this energy was. Is it benevolent? Is it malevolent? Does it need me? Is it something that's valuable to me? I didn't know what it was. It did initially remind me of a parasitic experience I had, but this energy didn't necessarily feel bad. It was just this like soft brown energy that was down around my heart chakra. And I tried to figure out what to do with this. Is this something that's coming in to help heal me, or what? So I first initially tried just pulling it away from myself to see what happened, and I just in my meditation heard just a horrific child screaming, and it was so distressing for me. I let go and I put it back. Still not sure if this is a good or a bad thing. So I tried to problem solve, and I said, okay, well, maybe I'll ignore this for now, and I'll just try to focus on the rest of my body. So I started going through my meditation, but I kept being drawn back to this energy. I was so distracted by this thing that was here. Ultimately, I was able to refocus and go through my normal meditation when I went right to my crown, and I started working my way down, and I thought, okay, I'm getting some really pleasing sensations. And I went through my meditation and finished. The energy was still there, and when I was done meditating, I journaled, and I wrote all about this experience, and I still felt it there. I still felt this energy there around my chest. And I heard a voice in my head that said, go ahead and meditate again. So I did, which I never do. I don't ever have time, but it's a weekend. It's a Sunday morning, so I had time today. So I went back and I meditated again. And this time, all of a sudden, as soon as I closed my eyes and took my first breath, the voice in my head said, I release you. And I said it over and over again. I release you. I release you. I wasn't angry. It wasn't like this combative thing. I just said, I release you. And as soon as I started, it went from my heart up into my head. And I felt this thing crawl up there. And I said, I release you. And then slowly, it began to drain. It was like tar, like sticky tar. And it felt very satisfying. If you ever watch like something sticky come off your body, or you watch those satisfying videos online, and it went over each chakra and slowly drained out of my body, and I continued to repeat, I release you, I release you. And I went through every chakra point as this blob slowly came out of my body like a sludge. And again, it wasn't something bad or negative. And when I was finished with that meditation, I felt 90% lighter. I felt really good uh, about what I had did and about letting it go. And I started thinking about what was that, and why, although this is something that doesn't serve me right now, do I feel like this isn't something bad? I thought about what it's like being empathic. I pick up on the emotions of other people, events, very easily. That's why crowds are very tough for me. So I've learned when to distance myself from certain situations, and that's great. It works for me. But as an empath, that doesn't account for the people who I have in my everyday life, my children, my family, my wife. I work for a school. I'm a dean of students, so I deal with emotionally charged children when they're in crisis, and I deal with my colleagues when they're upset. I'm on the social emotional team. I'm the safety and security coordinator. So I have a lot of emotionally charged problems that come to me every single day with people I care about. So I can't just dismiss them. What I've realized that I'm doing as an empath is for the people that are closest to me, I take the burden of their problems on. I hold on to that energy. I take that from them and I hold it and I ruminate on it and I problem solve on it. And I say, it's okay, I'll solve this because I can feel what they're feeling and I can then try to problem solve it that way. And I've realized that that has clouded my own journey. In my meditations over the past 2 weeks, all I'm seeing are other people's problems and work. And I keep saying, like, no, this is my time. Focus on me. What do I need right now? Yesterday, my meditation was, what do I need? What do I need? What do I need? But I can't stop perceiving other people's problems. And that exercise I did today, I release you. It was not releasing the people I care about out of my life. Not saying I don't care about their problems, but it was releasing that energetic contract that I locked myself into, that I was holding on to, their feelings, their emotions, everything about, and this is my children included, and I am 100% there for my kids, but I just released everything that's everyone else's problem that I have taken on to energetically ruminate on. It's not my responsibility to hold someone else's energy. I can guide you through a process. I can help you to heal, but I should not be the keeper of that emotional state. So as an empath, this is hard. This is very hard for us because a lot of times we're bleeding hearts and we rush to the problem. We want to fix everything. And I can take this on from you because when I take this away from you, you feel better. And therefore, in that moment, I feel better because I'm not feeling your anxiety or your sadness anymore. I'll take it on for me and I'll process it and I'll release it back to you when it's in a better state. We need to find a better way. And I think going through this is one I'm going to revisit regularly. I release you, and letting that go and watching that tar, that sludge just come out of me was a good reminder that it's not my burden to bear everyone else's problems all the time. I'm parking now here. So it's not easy being empathic. It's a gift I embrace, but there's always lessons to learn on this journey, and this was a big one for me. So, do you have this experience? How do you get grounded? What is it that you do to process these things? I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much, friends.